This is a good place to make sure you understand the differences in these alarm categories. This is a very common kind of question when you take any kind of cybersecurity certification exams, for example. It pops up all the time, and so it's important that we understand these. When we see true or false, what we mean is, by true, we mean that, yeah, there was an actual threat, okay? Real threat. By false, we mean there was no threat. By positive, we mean the alarm was tripped. And by negative, we mean the alarm was not tripped. Okay? You hear these in medicine too, for example, when you get tested to see if you have a certain disease. You'll hear false positive. If it's false positive, it means, oops, it says you do have the disease, but you don't really have it, even though it said you did. Okay? That's the same idea here. And then the opposite one that's also equally bad is you didn't get an alarm, but there was a real threat. Right? So these are both highlighted in red. If anybody's colorblind, the bottom left and the top right are in kind of a red highlight, and then these other two are in kind of a green highlight. So the red ones are bad. They are not what we want to hear. What we do want to hear is that there is an alarm when there's a real threat, and there's no alarm when there's no real threat. So that would be, we want a false negative or a true positive. So when the negative connotation of the words matches, or the positive connotation matches, that's good. True positive, false negative. Those are both good. No alarm trip, no threat. Alarm trip, threat. And then the opposite, when they're kind of a mix, right? Negative and positive, or positive and negative, that's a bad thing. So you just kind of have to look for those negative and positive words, and that will kind of help you to distinguish these things.